Everyone, it's Earth Fairy, and I want to welcome you to my world reading on the Taliban taking over Afghanistan. Now, only thing I know, and the only thing I have saw is what I see on social media, and I want to say the articles that I've seen posted. I did not read the articles, and I only listened to the clips that I've seen on social media. But it looks like the Taliban has taken over Afghanistan, and people are now trying to escape. So I wanted to do a reading on it, get like more in depth reading on it from this, from my ancestral spirit guides, the divine, the creator, and the universe. So the first 5 cards that came out, off rip, there's a lot of anxiety and fear going on right now. People are losing everything that they have, okay, because the Taliban is pretty much taking control. So if they have not already, they're taking over banks, businesses, they're taking over cars, homes, land, and water. They're taking complete control, and they did this overnight, okay? They came in like a thief in the night, and they took over, okay? And when they came and took over, people, they left in the night as well, okay? It seemed like it happened really quick, even though, taking over over Afghanistan, like, how can I put it? I'm not trying to say they did it overnight. Literally, when they took over the capital, it was like overnight. They did it quick as I don't know it, right? So, what is the purpose of the Taliban taking over Afghanistan? What's the purpose behind them? Okay. So they felt like the people who were in power, they were creating a lot of chaos and heartbreak and damage and turmoil in Afghanistan. They feel like the leaders who were in control were not making good decisions for the country of Afghanistan. Okay. I said country. I hope that is indeed a country. They felt like they were appeasing to a lot of the agreements that they had with other countries instead of working in favor of the people. So they made a lot of agreements with other countries that the Taliban was not happy with, and it was not for the betterment of of the people of Afghanistan. Okay, so the news talks about the Taliban as they are a terrorist group. So I want to ask, who is the Taliban? What are they, and what is their purpose? So who is the Taliban? Outside of what the news has spread as them being terrorists, who is the Taliban? So I'm getting like they're like an organization. All right. And this is the crazy part. Okay. All right. So even though the Taliban is being painted as this terrorist group, really they're there to protect. They're protecting their family. They're protecting loved ones. They're protecting their territory. I'm getting at there's something way deeper going on with the U.S., Afghanistan, and the people of Afghanistan, Taliban. So what is the purpose? They're protecting territory. They're protecting family. They're protecting friends. It's like they have this vision for how this country should be ran. They have, and they feel like they they feel like the people of the country are exhausted. They're tired. Okay, and I also want to say, like, I don't sense that. I don't feel. I'm also being told that, and I even just seen the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, that they are actually not even a terrorist group. Okay, as they try to make them out to be that, because they're fighting against their country. Like with the Two of Wands, they're really concerned about the future of Afghanistan. That's what they're really concerned about, and they want to fight for their country. And it's really out of good intentions. They don't have any ill intentions. They're just really going for war for their country. So, who is the Taliban fighting against? Are they fighting against their own government, or are they fighting against the U.S.? I think they are fighting over. So they feel like the Taliban feel like, those who are part of the Taliban feel like they lost so much, and they never really have much at all anyway, and they just want to be fulfilled. And it's also like they also may have lost a mother leader. There was if anyone knows anything about the Taliban having, even though they're like, there's been this like talk around them, how, how the women are treated over there. Seems like they had some type of female leader that they loved and cared for, and they lost that. Okay, and or they're seeing the women. They're seeing the children lose their lives, okay? Because that's family. They're seeing their mothers die. They're seeing their aunties and their nieces, sisters are passing away. Okay. So now that we're aware of, how the Taliban is feeling right now, they're feeling like they're fighting with a purpose. They're fighting to protect. They're fighting for fulfillment and happiness for the people of Afghan, and for themselves, against the government and against the United States. So how is the United States feeling about the Taliban taking over Afghanistan? How do they feel about this at this time, at this current moment in time? I promise you, it's crazy with this reading, even with me knowing what I know all of my life about the Taliban and Afghanistan, the war in Afghanistan. I'm not getting a bad energy from them. They really are fighting for a cause, but the news is most definitely putting out a false narrative. That's what I'm getting about who they really are. It's almost as though they have the energy. It was like, the people who are losing their lives in this process are just like collateral damage. It's unintentional, but it's like they're just trying to do what's best, okay, for their country. So back to the question I asked, I said, how does the United States feel about Afghan taking over, the Taliban taking over Afghanistan? So they're like, this is the end. This was the end. Like, they are done. The United States is done. They don't feel any way about it. They're done. Completely done. They feel like they've done enough. After some long thought, they're like, shit, bump this. We're over this. We're moving forward. Sorry. Nothing else we can do here. I also getting that they got what they wanted, and what they wanted has come to an end, or like it's coming to an end soon. So like it just so happened conveniently that the U.S. got what they want and got out. So what is going to be the future of Afghanistan with the Taliban running the country? What is the future going to be like for the people? The people of Afghanistan. Wow. I'm feeling like the country and the people are going to be more victorious. They are going to be able to better work. They're going to be able to work together, and they're also going to be able to create wealth. There's way deeper. I'm going to tell you what it is. All right, so the Afghan government was never working with the people. Okay, they were not for the people. They did not have all the necessary resources that they needed. They were literally living in poverty. And they were in agreements with other countries, including the United States, in deals that were indeed affecting the people of Afghanistan. The Taliban is basically the people. If you ever notice, like they're not troops. They're people in regular clothing that got access to heavy material. Sorry, I'm stuttering. They got access to military grade weapons, okay? And they started defending the people. They were just defending the people of Afghanistan. And they're trying to push this narrative that they're terrorists and they're terrorizing their own country and they're killing their own people and children, but really they are fighting for their land. They're trying to protect their land. They're trying to protect their goods there. And their own government wasn't trying to do that. And that's when they brought in the United States military to fight against the Taliban, because the Taliban was becoming too strong for them. It was like the people against the government, and the United States being in some type of agreement with Afghanistan for probably like protection for exchange of goods and resources. They had to step in according to the agreement that they made. But now that agreement has come to an end, and now the Taliban has officially taken over Afghanistan. So it looks like, with the Taliban being in control, things are going to be better. They feel like they have the country's best interest at heart. So that is my conclusion for this Taliban taking over Afghanistan. It's crazy. That's what I got. Okay, that's from the spirits, and the country is looking to grow, to keep its resources and be able to properly distribute their resources if anyone do want to be in agreement with them. So thank you so much for tuning in to this world reading. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.